There are millions of possible combinations of armor trims in Minecraft, but they all have something in common. The 18 armor trims you need to start making any of them. And that's what I'm here to collect today. All 18 of the armor trims. Alright, so to start this off, I am not going to just be blindly running around and collecting these. I actually want to have a plan for how I do this, so I'm going to bring you down to my little nice office down here, right here. And as you can see, we have a 5-step plan. The 6th step isn't real, it doesn't exist, pretend like it's not there. The first step is to prepare an area where I want to keep all the armor trims, or all the armor sets. Step 2 is collecting all of the armors, so like in particular I need 4 netherite sets, I need about 10 stacks of diamonds for all the trims, that kind of thing, so I'm gonna go down mining for that. Step 3 is gonna be making a warden switch, because of 2 of the trims are very annoying to get and you have to go into the deep dark, so I'm just gonna make a warden switch so I don't have to worry about it. Step 4 is going to be collecting the actual armor trims, and step 5 is going to be making all the armors, attaching the armor trims to them, and then displaying them. So without further ado, grab a snack, grab something to drink, and enjoy the video. Alright, so here we have the main area of the base, and I decided over in this little uphill or whatever, I wanted to go down and make the little armory room to display all the armor stands in here. I've just started digging a little bit, and I will just show you a cool little magic trick. Whoa, look at this. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, I wonder what's happening. And there we have it. This should be a big enough room to start placing everything down. That is not the right shulker box. This is the one I was looking for. I'm just going to place this down here and this down here. Actually, let me not place it right on top. There we go. This should be enough to do this build. I'm gonna have to go and get some lava because I kind of forgot about that already, but I guess I will just start building this and be back with it done. Alright, and after about an hour or an hour and a half or so of just copying over this design from another world, because I went over to a creative world and designed something, then I came over here and rebuilt it. Here we have the finished product. The idea is to have every single piece of armor trim on a different type of armor. And I'm not going to be doing netherite only, I will be having netherite in those two and those two corners. And then diamond in the middle. And then I will have probably leather, iron, chainmail, and gold kind of thing. So you can kind of see every like different variant of armor. But yeah, that's basically it. It took quite a while to build it, but I'm very happy with how it came along. I did change a couple of things in comparison to how I made it in the other world. But yeah, now let's head on over and look what the next step is going to be. Also, I have to say, I think they've added this new effect with like rain, and I absolutely love it. I feel like my screen gets like a little bit foggier when I'm in rain, and I don't know how to explain it, but I just absolutely love it. But let's head on in here and have a look. Okay, get all armors, mostly the netherite, and I also need about 10 stacks of diamonds to do all the armor trims, because I'm gonna have to duplicate all the trims when I get them at least 5 times, so I have one of each. So I need what is that? Yeah, like 900. No, is it 600 something diamonds? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I need a lot of diamonds, so I'm gonna go get the netherite, and then I'm gonna go and mine the diamonds, and then we move on to step 3 after that. But let's get going with this for now. Okay, actually, scratch that. The plan was obviously to go and get the netherite, but I am pretty confident that I have enough netherite when I'm only making 4 armor sets. The original plan was for me to be making like 18 armor sets all netherite, but I changed my mind because I wanted to show a bit more variety. So let's go and have a look if I can find it anywhere. I'm pretty sure I would have it up in my like valuables chest if I did have any. One netherite scrap. Do I have any in here? Oh, I have smelted it. Okay. I never actually crafted it the last time I was down mining. This is 17 netherite ingots. I need 4 sets. That is, wow, perfect actually. I need 16 for 4 sets of netherite. But then if I'm gonna make a netherite trim for one, I'm gonna need 4 more. Okay, so I'm gonna decide that later. For now, I'm gonna count this as being good enough with the netherite. So let's just put that down there. Let's quickly calculate how many diamonds I'm gonna be needing. It is going to be 18 sets with 5 trims of each, because I want to keep 1 spare. That's 90 times 7 diamonds per duplicate. 630 diamonds. That's 10 stacks of diamonds. Well, I guess down to the mines I go. Alright, and I have gotten close. Oh, that's not what I meant to place down. I have gotten close to. Like, it's not quite 5 stacks yet, but I'm guessing that it's gonna be near enough. So I figured I'll just quickly go ahead and place these down whilst I'm just out here. I don't know how many blocks away I am from home. 8,000. I'm just gonna start mining these and see how close I am, and if I'm still not close enough, I'll just go back down under the ground and mine more. Alright, and here we have the last layer. It was kind of smooth going down mining, like it didn't take too long. I obviously played around a bit with adding time lapses and stuff, which is the first time I've ever done it, so it took a bit longer than what it probably needed to take. But hopefully it looks nice. But let's have a quick look at how many diamonds we have. Okay, so we have 8 stacks and 39. In total, I need 630 diamonds. Which, I think it is 630. Let me just double check real quick. 630, yeah. So it's like 9, just call it 10 stacks of diamonds. What did I say I had? 8.5, okay. We're almost there. I'll go back down and mine a little bit more then. It should not take very long at all, to be honest. And then I'll just be back when I'm done, pretty much. Alright, so I quickly went back down and grabbed some more. This should hopefully be enough. It was like 41 ore, I think. And I don't remember exactly how much I needed, but I think it was like a stack and a half. So there is a chance that this is enough at least. Let's have a look. A stack and 44. That should be enough. Let's have a look. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that is 10 stacks. Okay, beautiful. Now I'll just head back home and we go and look at step number 3. I don't quite remember what it is, but I'll meet you back at the little board. Alright, and there we have more than enough diamonds. I kind of forgot that I had like 50 already, so I could have probably gotten away with getting even less, but that is completely fine. Now let's have a look at step 3. Right. Make a warden switch. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go and look. I have done this once before, but it wasn't in vanilla Minecraft. I was playing a mod pack with my brother and some friends, and I made a warden switch there. I'm not sure how difficult it is in vanilla in comparison, but let's go and figure it out, I guess. Okay, so I finished building the chunk loader and started it. As you can see, there are minecarts coming through and then instantly being sent back, and it basically just keeps this area loaded. So no matter where I go, this will be working. And I've shot an arrow here. And now all I need to do to start this farm should be destroying these pieces of wool. As well as that piece of wool right there. I think now if I destroy this and then quickly pick it up, now that starts hearing the noise and it starts trying to spawn a warden, but it can't because there is a bunch of water surrounding it. It does sound really terrifying. I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit so you can hear it. I don't like the noises at all, but now basically this means that if I were to just walk over this way, now you might notice my inventory has changed a little bit because I forgot to record like directly after, so I have to come back and kind of look at what is happening there. It should get rid of the darkness any second now. There we go. And as soon as I walk, or I'll just fly over here somewhere. As you can see, if I just make a bunch of noise here next to this one, it will never actually activate it. So now I can pretty much freely check every single ancient city in this world without ever spawning a warden, which is going to be very, very useful. So let's head on back to the base and figure out what to do next. Alright, I'm back again at the base. Let's go into my little office and have a look at step number 4, as I just finished making the switch. And I also showed and explained how it worked. Now let's move on to step number 4, which is going to be collecting all the armor trims. Now this is going to be the part that probably takes the longest. But let's just get started. I think I'm gonna go and do the ancient cities first, since, well, I just made the warden switch, so that just kind of makes sense. And I feel like it's one of the rarer ones, so let's just go ahead and do it. Alright, and there we have the first armor trim. I think there is a chest hidden somewhere in here as well, because normally it spawns one on this side too, but yep, there we go. Okay. And there we have it, the silence armor trim. I thought that this was going to take significantly longer than what it ended up taking. I think this is my 4th ancient city, so that was very, very lucky. I'm gonna continue just looking through this one, and then I'll move on to the next armor trim. Alright, and coming back from the ancient city looting session, we have acquired this loot, which obviously has the most important parts, being the 2 armor trims in it, and then some extra books for extra armor sets. I have some ideas for these books in a future video maybe, so I'll see if that happens or not. Either way, that's 2 out of 18. let's move on to loot some trial chambers. Alright, I was mid-call with my younger brother as I opened up one of these right here, and we got the first smithing template that we need, the first trim. I'm gonna go ahead and continue looting this and hopefully get a second one here real soon. Alright, and dropping into our second thing, I opened this immediately. As you can see, the water stream coming down from where I entered, and I managed to actually get myself a heavy core, which I'm really excited for, because this means I can now go ahead and make the axe. No, not axe. The hammer. That's what it's called. I think it's a hammer. I don't know. The thing... Is it not hammer? Mace. Okay, right. Not an axe, not a hammer, it's a mace. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm very happy that I decided to double check, since I have already gotten this one pretty quickly. I was wondering, this one looks more like in line with like the ominous one, right? It's like more bluish. And the other armor trim looks more like orangey, so I was thinking maybe... Because I know there is a difference between the ominous like ones where I'm using the trial omen and the regular keys here, and apparently you only get the other one from the regular chests, meaning I have to get rid of this trial omen effect so I can actually obtain those regular keys and open all the regular ones for the chance of that armor trim. So I'm gonna go and grab a bucket of milk, get rid of this effect, and come back here and hopefully get the second trim. Alright, and there we have the bolt armor trim. It took quite some time to get this one, to be honest. Took about, I don't know, I want to say an hour maybe. It's not that bad, to be honest. Could have taken way longer, but that marks of the 2 armor trims that I can collect in... Oh, yeah, I have some arrows on me from fighting all the skeletons, but that should be... Wait, let me just do like this. Let me do that, and that. There we go, and there we go. There we go. That marks the 2 armor trims from the trial chambers unlocked. Now let's head on back and have a look at what to go for next. Alright, let's pull out the box of armor trims, and this was the loot that I got from the looting trial chambers for these 2 armor trims. An unbelievable amount of luck with 3 heavy cores. I don't really know how to enchant these maces. I'll make one for the sake of having one, but I will figure out what enchantments and stuff goes on this before I even use it. Anyways, I was thinking now I have 4 out of 18, and I was thinking that there is one in here in particular that is going to be very difficult to find, I think, and that is going to be a woodland mansion. Not difficult in the sense of it's going to be hard once I find one, but I'm pretty sure they can be really far away from where I am. So I was thinking, if I go out looking for one using a map from a villager, on the way, I can be on the lookout for a pillager outpost, which gives the sentry armor trim, the jungle pyramid, which gives a wild armor trim, a shipwreck that gives coast armor trim, a dune armor trim from a desert pyramid, as well as a bunch of trail ruins, those like little broken down city things underground. I was thinking all of them are kind of like explorative armor trims, so I figured I might as well go for one of them and then try to knock off whatever I can on the way to it. And then if I don't find anything on the way to it, I'll just finish them off anyways. So let's go ahead and get going. Alright, and there we have the first ones found from exploring, the coast armor trim from a underwater ship. Let's continue looking for more. Alright, and after some trading with this guy down here, I decided to trade him all the way up because I managed to get a jungle map that I didn't know was a thing. That's very good though. And then I got an ocean one, so I just continued trading and got a woodland mansion one in the end. So I have these two now, which I can easily work towards, and they're both in, at least I have to go north. Alright, we are coming up on the first map used right here. Let's see if I can potentially find the correct thing down here. I know there's a bunch of tripwire. Okay, there's nothing there. Now there's some kind of puzzle here, but I don't care about it. And there we go, the wild armor trim. How beautiful. That means I can also leave the jungle map in here and move on to the woodland mansion one. Now I've already found the woodland mansion before, but I don't think I remember to pick them up, or I picked them up and maybe dropped the armor trims. Either way, I'm just gonna use this map and hope it's a new one, and if it isn't, then let's hope I haven't looted all of it and then just dropped the armor trims before. Alright, and I am closing in on the second map here, which is the woodland mansion one, and I am trying to see, is this the one that I've already been to? It is the one I've already been to. Okay, well, let us hope I did not loot everything here then, because if I did, it would be a little bit unfortunate. Alright, I was wondering if it was gonna take me to the same one, and it is really unfortunate that it did. But let me double check real quick. What kind of template is it even from here? Surely it's the Vex one, right? That makes sense. Yeah, it is the Vex one. Alright, so I will have a look at my base if I have the Vex one already, and if I don't, I will go and look for another woodland mansion instead. Either way, so far we have 2 more. So let's head back to base and have a look. Alright, and as you can see, we got 2 new armor trims from that exploration, as well as going back to a woodland mansion that I had already looted and forgot about. But in doing that, it reminded me that I already had the armor trims for the woodland mansion gathered from previously. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that in there. I'm going to include me going over there in the video just to show how you can do it yourself, as an idea of it at least. Either way, let's move on. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and go for the trial ruins ones now, and as you can see, this has put me at 7 out of 18 trims collected so far with what I've just grabbed. I'm gonna leave this here and then go out looking for trial runes. I'm not entirely sure how to find them, but I will bring you along, that's for sure. Alright, and there we have the first armor trim coming in. I only just made it down to this one. It is all underwater. But let's continue looking for more. And there we have the second one. I don't know if that's the same one. No, it isn't. It's a new one. Wow, okay, these might be quicker to obtain than I thought they would be. I might only need to find one of these, so that's really nice. Alright, and there we have a third thing. Oh, that's the same one again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Alright, and here we have what looks to be another one. Let's see if it's a new one. It is a new one. Okay, we're already 3 out of 4. I have no idea which one I'm missing, but I'll just continue. Okay, is this the last one? It is! What? Okay, let's see, do we get back to back though? That looks like an emerald, okay. Well, that's fantastic. I thought this was going to take the longest to find, because these trail runes are pretty bad. Or pretty hard to find, I should say. But I guess not. That did not take long at all. Alright, I will continue clearing this out, and then I'll be back at base. Alright, and here we have the 4 ones from that one. Somehow I managed to find all 4 in one trial rune, whatever they're called. And I also got a music disc, which is pretty cool. But that will put us at a total of 11 out of 18. So I'm thinking I'll probably travel far away and go and grab the End City one. Maybe I'll go... Yeah, maybe I'll go through the Nether, look for a Nether Fortress and a Bastion, because there's 2 in there, I think, and then just exit through a Nether portal when I make it a bunch of blocks away. And then when I make it all that way away, I'm just gonna then look for an End City, or like an End portal thingy underground near there. So it's a new one, and loot that, and then go to the end from that, and then start looting there. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do it. Alright, so before I head to the Nether and the End, I realized I had forgotten one exploration-related armor trim, which is the desert one. So I'm gonna quickly head on over to a desert that I know is located about 5,000 blocks away, and see if I can find it there. Alright, and here we have the first thing, the first desert temple. Let's see if I can get lucky and just get this one and done, and it is of course possible. These are very common here, I feel like, so that is no surprise there. You absolutely love to see it. Let's head on back out and look for... Yeah, right. I actually did forget about another one. I somehow looked past 2 armor trims of exploration kind of thing. And I also missed the... What's it called again? It's like this pillager outpost, that's the name. So I'm gonna go ahead and start flying back and look for any pillager outposts I can find on the way home. And I will see you with, hopefully, a armor trim from there. Alright, and here we have the first pillager outpost, and no luck. I will just keep on looking then. Alright, and let's see if thing number 2 has anything in it. It does not. Alright, let's continue looking for more. Alright, and coming in on pillager outpost number 3, and still no luck. I don't know how rare this is, but I will just continue looking. Alright, and there we have the sentry armor trim. That means I have now collected the last 2 exploring ones that I was missing still, that I had forgotten about. I'm going to make my way back home now, I think. Maybe I'll go to the nether here, because I am like 10,000 blocks away. So I reckon I could go into the nether now, because I have everything for it. Get enough ender pearls and stuff in there to just immediately go for an ender portal here. And then find the end ones as well. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna continue this exploration like that. Here is the first bastion I've found, and I managed to immediately find... Okay, it's only 1, but that's okay. That's still good. I only need 1, right? So, realistically, that is completely fine. I had to build up a little safety pillar because a bunch of them tried going for me. Let's move on to the end now, I think. I have to go double check real quick, but I think it's gonna be the end one now. I'm just gonna go and kill some endermen and then go back out to the overworld. Oh, and there we have the rib smithing template. Let's see if we have any more anywhere around here. We have 2 more chests. So maybe I get lucky. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because, you know, with 1 I can just continuously craft more and more. Yeah, you know what? That marks the second one in the nether. So now we have both nether ones. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and head to the overworld and look for the end, I think. Because all I have left is the end city and the stronghold one. Wait, do I have snow? Yeah, okay, yeah. And I believe that might be everything. I will double check when I get back up. But for now, we go for the end. Alright, and there we have the... Okay, this can have it. If I'm lucky, I am like... what? 30,000 blocks away from home? And okay, we have an armor trim. I'm pretty sure I already have this. Yeah, I don't get a pop-up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have this somewhere in my chests at home. But I still wanted to go for it anyways. And wow, we find the spawner, or the room immediately as well. Okay, that's very convenient. Okay. Now, I believe this leaves me with just 1 more to get. I'm gonna go into the nether, and then I'm actually gonna go and double check how many I have before I go explore for this last one, because I know I'm very close to finishing. This might... it might only be 1 left, kind of thing. But I'm not entirely sure, so I'm gonna go ahead and have a look before. Okay, that's fine. Bed is obstructed. That doesn't matter. I know where my base is anyways. Okay, here we go. Let us have a quick look at this right here. Move these all over. There we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay. Right, so this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We are 1 away. Yeah, okay, so the last one should be the Spire armor trim from an end city. And after collecting that, I think it is just making the armors and... Oh, I'm gonna have to get chainmail somehow, actually. Hold on, let's have a look over here. This guy's in chainmail. Give me your armor, sir. He did not give me his armor. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to trade with villagers for it. Okay, well, I will be back with the last armor trim, and then I'll go trade and make all the armors and stuff. Alright, I threw up the recorder because I have found the first end city. Let's have a look if I have any luck with this. I don't think this has any loot in it though. Doesn't really look like it. Is this just a completely, like, lootless one? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. That's one down. Let's see how many it takes to get the armor trim. Okay, and here we have the nether, or not nether, the end city number 2. And this has absolutely nothing in it. That is a-okay. I'm just gonna ignore those guys. I don't really feel like dealing with them right now. Alright, and end city number 3. This looks like it has at least some places to loot. Absolutely nothing there though. That is unfortunate. Let's have a look in here if maybe we can get lucky. Yep, there we have it. The Spire armor trim. Alright, now I just have to make it back out to the overworld. Alright, and back at base we have the Spire armor trim, and I am still missing one. It's 18, right? Hold on, let me go double check real quick. So there is 19 templates, 18 which are armor trims. What am I forgetting here? That's right. It is the Tide armor trim. Okay, I see where I went wrong. I looked at a list on the wiki page that showed me every single one that spawns in a generated loot, like in a chest. But one of them don't. They're dropped from Elder Guardians, and that is, of course, the Tide armor trim. So I thought that was the last one, and I was very incorrect, but that's fine. I live near a bunch of oceans, so let's go and quickly grab that one. This is the absolute first one I kill, and hopefully it gives me the armor trim immediately. That would be very convenient. Well, it would appear that I did not get it immediately. That is a-okay. Let's continue searching through these. And there we have it, the Tide armor trim unlocked. I am not gonna lie, I did not even notice it dropping into my inventory. I just saw the pop-up. Okay, that puts me at every single armor trim in the game unlocked. Alright, and here we have the last armor trim. Now I have every single armor trim in the game. All I need to do now is go and craft them into more variants of themselves. and then go and grab all the armors. Since I did go mining already and I grabbed the netherite, I have everything to make the trims and stuff, but I still have to go and actually make the armors. So I will see you all when I am done with that. Actually, no. The first thing I'm gonna do is duplicate all the armor trims to make sure I have enough of every single one. So I'll be back with that in just 1 second. Okay, and if we head back down to my office and have a look here, we have obviously just finished collecting all the armor trims, so now we are just on to the last step, which is making all the armors and then displaying them. So let's get started. Okay, and that is every single armor trim duplicated 5 times using the different material, as well as a ton of my diamonds. Apparently, I miscalculated this quite a lot, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make the armor sets that I need, and then I'll get working on what trim colors I want to attach to each armor set, but I will figure that all out as I go, kind of thing. Alright, and after about another 20 minutes or so, we have acquired the chainmail. I have a village just across that mountain, so it didn't really take long to get the chainmail. Crafted some gold armor, some iron, some leather, some diamond, and some netherite. These are all the diamonds and the netherite I have left over. These 5 pieces of netherite, 4 of them is probably gonna go on a random set, but I will figure out what color to make what set and all of that, and then come back with all of it done, and then I will show you all when I place it down. Alright, and after a short mining session that almost broke my pickaxe, well, actually it didn't almost break my pickaxe, we have the netherite that I'm missing to correct my silly mistake. Now I need to go and look at the armor trim that I wanted to get rid of, and it was the bolt armor trim. So let's quickly go ahead and grab the bolt one, grab some diamonds, grab some copper, and then I think we craft it like this. Yep, there we go, beautiful. Now we have the extras of that. And now we just gotta make the armor into netherite. Actually, I wonder, will it allow me to just straight up actually upgrade this to netherite? I wonder, maybe it does. It'd be really convenient if it did, but I highly doubt it. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, then I didn't need to make any more of those bolt trims, but that's fine. That doesn't really do that much bad. Like, that is completely fine. Let's just go ahead and grab this whole set out. Upgrade it to netherite. There we go. And that, everyone, is now all the armor trims attached onto all the armors. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move them all over to the correct little build that I made earlier. Now I will see you all when I've placed it all down there. Okay, and there we have it, everyone. We have successfully collected every single armor trim in Minecraft. As you can see up on this beautiful display, we have every single armor trim in the game, as well as one of each color armor trim color variant option, whatever it's called. I tried using every one of them, and I'm pretty sure I did. Either way, I had a lot of fun making this video. It was an absolute blast. I tried some new things with new camera angles and whatnot, which unfortunately I did not have when making this room at the start of the video, which I think it's unfortunate that I didn't. Oh, oops, that is okay. Let's just place that back. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and a subscription, and leave a comment if there is anything you feel like commenting about. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and bye bye.